We're recording. We're recording. Hi,
All right.
Caroline.
Hello.
Um, I'm Ryan Veeder, and this is Caroline.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And uh, we're going to talk about bug Pokemon because you are a big nerd who knows all about bugs. And
I am a big nerd.
you up until recently, up until Pokemon Go came out, you like didn't know anything about Pokemon, right?
I didn't. I remember it vaguely, like around me as a child, but I never participated. I remember I had like an eraser. Remember when they made like erasers in shapes of animals, and it was like really in. It was
Okay.
an eraser of Gollum, the like rock one,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I like kept it in my pencil thing at school, even though I like wasn't allowed to. I didn't use it as an eraser. I like loved it,
You weren't allowed to have an
like a
eraser at school?
toy,
Oh, okay.
like because I wasn't really using it as an eraser.
Oh,
And I really liked it. And then I also remember a Pokemon card like blowing in the wind when I was hanging out with my friends, and I like caught it. And I opened the memory ones, and they played Pokemon, so they were like, "Wow!"
okay.
So that's my only Pokemon memories, really. Just
So then Pokemon Go comes out in
yes,
like July of last year,
mm,
and you started playing it for some reason.
I did.
And
Yes,
um, the other day, you were showing me your Pokedex and how you're
yes,
only missing like,
yeah. Now I'm only missing like, well, from the first Pokédex or whatever. I think I'm only missing like three.
yeah. So you made great progress. You're way ahead of me and all
Yeah.
my other friends. But we're recording this on the night that they released the second generation of Pokemons. Yeah, really thrilling.
Yeah. My
Uh,
sister texted me and said, "It's happening." Very excited in this family. So
yeah. So, I'm going to. Where's the option to screen share? We're going to talk about the um, uh, Pokemon of the. Oh, there you are.
yeah.
Whoa. We're going to talk about bug Pokemon roughly in Pokedex order and
Yay.
see what your opinions as a. Like, how. We just talked about your Pokemon qualifications. What are your bug qualifications?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have always been obsessed with insects. They're like one of my favorite things in the world. I love to play music and I love insects. And that's all thanks to my mother, who is just, I don't know, kind of devoted her life to environmental education. And our backyard is like partially restored prairie. And we would always like raise monarchs and tag them. They'd get like caught on the way to Mexico, and we'd catch bugs and bring them in the house. Like it just
Oh,
kind of grew up with it. And now I've been like an environmental educator for the past couple years. Now I'm working in a classroom, but one of my big things was like getting city kids to let go of their fears of insects and like really realize how awesome they are and stuff. So it's just like a big part of my life in a really nerdy way.
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I think
So
that city kids are totally right to be afraid of insects
yeah, I want to come at it from like a place of understanding and you know.
because they're scary.
Right, and I don't blame them. I mean, I grew up in like a house where that was everywhere all the time, and these kids, don't have that. So, but it just takes one or two people to set an example and like be
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
all
This isn't the
responsible. So
time for you
yeah,
to do your outreach,
yes.
Caroline. We're talking
Sorry,
about
just a little
Pokemon.
plug for myself. But I also really just love insects in general on a non-education related note, just selfishly for myself.
Okay. So, these guys, I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yes, Beedrill.
So, Weedle, I think that whoever did this comparison was trying to put them to proper scale according to their listed sizes in the
Yes,
games.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate it is. Probably super accurate. Who knows? But what are your opinions on these bugs?
Well, in general, I I was really happy about Beedrill, because a lot of like bees and wasps are little larvas in their hive or wherever they grow up, and then they're a little cocoon just like that. Then they hatch out. Like, I'm not really sure where people think baby bees come from, but I think one of my friends made a comment like, why wasn't there like a butterfly hatching out of it? It's like, well, a lot of other insects, beetles and bees and things, like hatch out of little pupas like that. So I liked how they portrayed it. I think it looks like the real, like what a bee looks like as a little baby. So I don't know, I like it. I wish that
So you think that Weedle does look like a baby bee?
Weedle might be a little silly version of it, but yeah, they're like a little grub.
Okay.
Minus the party hat. And then the Kakuna, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Kakuna? That, I think that's the most accurate of the three. And then Beedrill, I wish that he had 6 legs.
Sure.
But I keep reminding myself, like, doesn't have to be. I mean, they're Pokemon. They're not real bugs. So it's like, I mean, he has drills for hands. Like, why am I upset that he has 4 legs?
Good point.
Right. So, also just noticing now that his wings are kind of like robotic, which is cool. But
yeah. I wonder if, because this is like someone doing a vector art trace of the original art. I don't know how much that is in the original art, but cool. The designs are constantly changing little bits.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
I like Beedrill. It's cool. I wish he was stronger in Pokemon Go.
Yes, he does kind of suck.
Yeah, and like he's really terrifying. They take the most terrifying part of a bee, which is the stinger, and they put 2 more of them on his hands. Like, it's badass.
So you haven't played any of the like main series, right?
No, I have not.
So
only Pokemon Go.
Yeah, okay, only Pokemon Go. So you don't know about Mega Evolutions?
No, that is the first time I've ever heard that word.
All right. Well, in some of the later main series games, there is a mechanic where if you, I actually don't know how you do it, but you need to find a stone, a magical stone, that will let a certain Pokemon mega evolve into something even mega-er.
Ooh.
And Beedrill got one of these. Here's Mega Beedrill.
That's awesome. It got 2 more legs. No, wait, no, he didn't.
No, it didn't. It's 2 of its legs turned into, yeah.
2 more stingers. Oh, cool.
And the wings are even more robotic.
Definitely.
And the eyes, I don't know if you noticed, the eyes are like...
Yeah, he's definitely like way more fierce.
Yes, he's mega.
I can see, I see that, yes. Cool. Bottom part kind of looks like a screwdriver, too. Like
yeah.
with the dip in it.
Or like, yeah, like the handle of a screwdriver? Definitely.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to poorly explain. But yeah.
So, a missed opportunity to add the 3rd pair of legs. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping they would show up.
I think when my first glance, I did say, oh good, they added the other legs, but now that I pay attention, no, they didn't.
But like I said, it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not real life, but I always appreciate when like things are a little more accurate in the bug world. But
sure.
This one definitely is way scarier.
Yes.
I'm trying to imagine it as a real thing.
Oh, let's not do that. Let's move on.
Okay.
Here's the other boring bug family.
Yes. I like Caterpie. I really like the little orange horns on the little Caterpie.
Yeah.
Because a lot of caterpillars have like those little orange things that pop out of their heads like that.
Yeah.
And it like scares away predators, and it smells really bad.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that. But if you ever try to touch like a black swallowtail or pretty much any, if this caterpillar looks modeled after the swallowtail family, and
Okay.
they have like these really stinky horns. If you like touch them, they'll like shoot out of their head and they smell terrible. So I really think that's cool how they added it.
So when it shoots out of the head, does it shoot out like really fast?
It comes out really fast, yeah, because they're trying to scare you away.
That's so
Yeah.
gross.
Like scare their head up. It is gross, I guess.
I can't
would
bear
be
to think
careful.
of a caterpillar like just extending its horn at me really fast.
Well, they're like soft. They're not.
Oh, why would you touch it?
No, I mean like they like are like they're not hard horns that shoot out of it. It's like squishy. I don't know.
Yeah, gross. You're gross.
Like an opposable, yeah. But it smells bad. So I think like since that's the lowest, what do I call that? The smallest form of that Pokemon. Like it's
Yeah.
probably not as strong. So I think it's kind of cool that it has like a defense mechanism.
But
You know?
in this case, it's extended all the time. Like it's always on edge.
Down to fight.
I guess that's the name of the game in Pokemon Land.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what do you think of Metapod?
I think it also looks a lot like a swallowtail chrysalis.
Okay.
I'm really glad they didn't call this a cocoon because if they're going into butterflies, then it would be a chrysalis. So Metapod's fine. I was just thinking actually about Kakuna on Pokemon Go. When you like touch the image, it like shakes really violently.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to remember like this one rocks back and forth, and I just think hilarious to think about something in that stage trying to fight like a chrysalis studio. Like I'm gonna shake.
Well, and in the games, if you run into one of these intermediary form guys in the wild, all
Yeah,
it can
what
do
does it do?
is just sit there and harden its shell.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty good.
Poor little guy. Just trying to evolve.
So, does Butterfree look like a swallowtail?
No, it does not.
Oh,
Which I'm a little disappointed.
I see.
Doesn't really look like anything real to me, at least. 4 legs again.
Uh-huh.
But it's got antenna, which is nice, and like the wings look like nice wings. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just like overall really happy that they stuck with the butterfly thing and they didn't have the last form be like a moth or something, you know?
Okay.
When on Pokemon Go, when I like had only gotten up to the Metapod, I didn't know what was going to come out of it, and I thought it was the moth one, and I was really upset for a while.
Oh, okay.
So
Jeez.
you know, now I'm just happy about it.
I
Being
think
a butterfly.
I think next up we've got the moth guy. Yeah, but it's really tiny.
Yes, I like this one a lot.
Uh-huh.
I like how the caterpillar version, the little, what is that called? Venonat?
That's Venonat, yeah.
I like how he's furry because the moth caterpillars are furry. He has like really similar features to the Butterfree face. You
Yes.
must think that's what insect faces look like. Now the moth guy
Uh-huh.
has 6 legs.
It does, yeah.
So bravo. And 3 body parts.
Yeah.
Right?
It might be the only anatomically quote-unquote correct guy.
Yeah, I really like this one a lot. Also,
Mhm.
another random fact about myself, I really loved watching all of the like old Japanese Godzilla movies.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like Mothra and Batra.
Okay.
This one really reminds me of those 2 Godzilla characters, like kind of combined. So,
Maybe that's what they were thinking about.
yeah, like nostalgia's sake from another genre coming back for this one. But I like it a lot, and I would say out of all of them, it's the most insect-like.
Well,
So
it's
like
interesting.
accurate.
Sure.
Why?
It's
All of
interesting
them so far.
what you bring up about things looking like each other and evolving into things, because
Yeah.
there's a well, if you see this is those guys, they're sprites from the first game.
Oh, cute.
And it seems to me, and it seems to a lot of other people, that really whoever drew Venonat and Butterfree was intending for this guy to evolve into this guy.
Definitely. Like, just from the face shape, that seems like the logical.
And, like, this is got antennae, and this guy has antennae, and this guy has little feet, and this guy has little feet. And so, I think that I'm not so sure that a Venomoth was supposed to evolve from Metapod.
Yeah, I don't see much similarity with those.
Not really, no.
Like, the same way that the other ones do.
But, like, if it were a mix-up of some sort, or if they decided to change it for some reason, then it would have to be, unless they designed this guy brand new to evolve. Yeah, I don't. Who can say what happened?
Maybe there was a heroic entomologist on the Pokemon team who said, "You guys, we can't have a moth caterpillar turn into a butterfly, and we can't have a moth hatch out of a chrysalis."
Well, okay.
Everybody said yes, science. That's what I think happened in my heart.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but maybe they thought about it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess we'll never know.
Well, we might, if we, like, contacted the guy and said, hey...
I'll write him a strongly worded letter. I don't know why I haven't done that yet, quite frankly.
Well, after we were finished this recording, we'll do that.
Okay. I'm not kidding. I have a lot of nice stationery.
Okay. I look forward to seeing whether you actually do that.
Yes, maybe that'll be our next project together.
Okay. What's next? Oh, yeah, these guys.
Oh, yes.
Paris and Parasect.
Yes.
Do you have any opinions about these guys?
I do, and my opinions on this are thanks to my sister, because I, like, just looked at them and was like, weird crabs, you know?
Yeah.
But then she was saying this is one of her favorite Pokemons, and she also either of us growing up played it at home or anything. So she's started with Pokemon Go. So this is one of her favorites because she was saying, like, the Pokemon or whatever is like the parasite. So, like, the fungus growing on the crab.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa, that's awesome. So now I really like it.
Okay.
Especially, like, the creepy dead eyes on the second one. It's almost like the mushroom thing is, like, controlling him completely at that point.
Yeah.
It's really kind of dark.
It's kind of creepy.
But I like it. The little one really annoys me only because it's, like, on Pokemon Go, they always run away.
Oh, yeah?
So I have to, like, think, like, that's not... I shouldn't hate it because of the game. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, you little... No, but yeah, I think it's really kind of a spooky one.
I don't know if when you tap Parasect on Pokemon Go, it, like, shakes around and it smiles, and you can tell that this line isn't like a segment in its head. That's actually its mouth.
Oh, I'm just seeing that for the first time.
And so he's kind of, like, always got this Muppet-like smile
I'm looking at him on my app right now.
Yeah,
That's so creepy. Learning new things about Pokemon every day.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I have it in number order. I'm trying to find them alphabetically. Is it on the app?
Do you have one?
He does have a smile.
Yeah.
Ew, so creepy. Like, he's just this dead craft body.
He also has 6 legs. Do you think that, like, minus the parasite, that this looks like any insect that you know of?
I don't know. I think it kind of looks like more of a crab.
It's a crab with not enough legs.
Right. So it's like, yeah, because it would have 8 legs then, right? Because it's a arthropod.
Yeah.
So Yeah. That's so funny that the insects have 4 legs. I've actually never thought about this one as an insect because.
Well, and like just because you're bug type doesn't mean that you're supposed to be an insect.
Sure. I guess I wasn't thinking of it. I thought it was poison. Is it?
It's actually bug slash grass.
Oh, well, I was just really wrong then.
Because well, I always think of it as poison too.
Because of the parasite. Like,
yeah.
I just assumed. Also, it's not very powerful, so I never fight with it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think it gets like major points for being so creepy and like I know there's there's a lot of parasites in the world, but there's like real funguses that like grow inside of stuff and then like sprout out of it.
Yeah.
I mean it kills the animal, but this is like a cool take on that.
Well, and they like control the guy that controls the ants and makes them climb up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're super. Let's not talk about them anymore. I'm gonna have nightmares. What's next?
Right? It's dark. It's like creepy. Oh, Skither.
I think it's Scyther.
Oh.
Like scythe?
Scyther! Really? I thought it was Skither, like scissors. Nope, that doesn't make sense when I say it out loud.
Well, Scyther on the left, and Caesar, his evolution, on the right.
Or maybe I mixed the two up of those.
Must be.
Let me tell you, I was so excited the day that I got, how do you call it? A Scyther?
Yeah. Well, they're rare.
Yeah, I was really excited.
Me too.
This is super cool.
He's a cool guy.
But it's fine. I'm over it.
Is it? Do you think it's like a mantis?
I do. It's like a mantis that has, what's the word? Like sickles for arms.
Scythes.
Yeah.
Hence
like,
the name.
Oh, see, calling it Skither, I have ruined. Anyway.
Well,
yeah.
now you know.
So I think it's some sort of mantis-like creature. Especially looking at what's the red one called?
Caesar.
Caesar. I think, is that one going to be available in the update?
I think so. I think we're going to find out how to evolve those guys.
Good. Because he's super cool. But he seems to have more, I mean, it kind of looks like crab arms, but I think they're going for the praying mantis.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I do have to say, in evolution, I'm very impressed with the feet of the red one, because I think the feet of the green one are so, it's such a cool design, and then they got to the feet, and they were like, whatever. Put the toes on there and call it good.
Yeah, they look like...
I mean, these look better, but on the Pokemon Go app, they look so dopey. It's like a set of 5-year-old do that.
I have to look it up now.
No offense, 5-year-olds, but...
Well, 5-year-olds have never been known for designing good feet.
True. Most adults probably can't draw feet either.
Yeah, they look like... They look like he must have, like, real cool feet underneath, but he put on these, like Halloween costume monster shoes.
Definitely. That's what it looks like. No, but I do like this one. I like the wings. I think they're really cool. I think in real life, if it tried to fly, though, they're a little bit small.
Oh my gosh.
Heavy? He looks kind of bottom heavy.
Yes. I just saw how to evolve this guy in Pokemon Go.
App?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
You need 50 candy and you need the steel coat item.
Oh my, what? You need an item now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So look forward to that.
I have a lot to learn here.
Yes. Well, Caesar actually gets a Mega Evolution too. And it looks like this.
Whoa.
And it's so rad.
What is up with, like, no, it is rad. I'm not going to deny that. But I feel like in these Mega Evolutions, they're like, let's turn it into a robot.
Possibly, yeah. I mean,
it's fine. It's super cool. But, like, look at it. It has, like, in the pincher arms, there's like a gear or you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Pocket thing.
It's like a robot dinosaur head.
The wings are even smaller.
Yeah.
Again, even though it looks bigger.
No, I think you're right. They're trying to do like a robot, or like, what if this was something that a Power Ranger would hide inside? Yeah.
Yes. I like it. It's cool.
Um, yeah, I think that I love those arms a lot.
Definitely.
Um,
Terrifying.
let's see.
I
Oh,
like the spikes on the bottom. Oh, is it pincher?
Pinsir, right?
Pincer, I
With an S.
guess.
Yeah, yeah. Pinsir.
I don't ever really talk
Well,
out loud about Pokemon
until
that
today.
much. Yeah. Well, I talk about it with Alec, but he doesn't know all of them. So if I say Skither, he's probably like, cool. But yeah. This guy's pretty cool.
Yes.
I like him.
What kind
One
of
baddie segment, which is a little annoying.
what?
Like, he only has one body segment.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
His body.
Because he's supposed to be some kind of beetle, right?
Yes, I think he's gonna be. There's like so many of those beetles with the pinchy things, but that's like part of their mouth.
Oh, okay.
So it's weird to me that it's like on his head, like horns.
Uh-huh.
They kind of like switched it a little bit.
Sure. Now, what is the deal with his teeth?
Stag beetle. I couldn't think of the.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, I don't know what the teeth are. It's
They're-
almost like they're trying to make the mandibles of the bug, but then they added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Like, you know how they'll have the 2 jaws in the front?
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of pinch together.
And that's what in real life the big horns would be, right?
Yeah, so like, take this guy, put the part where his face is, make that like his stomach and make it flat.
Uh-huh.
And then in between the horns on his head, you'd put like the face, and then if he's flat, that would be like the front of him. So then his mouth would be in the front with the horns on each side of his mouth.
But
and like the horns can't really bite you in real life. But
oh no.
no, they're really just like for fighting the males and stuff. Oh, that was our door. Sorry.
Oh, it sounded like you were getting a call.
No, it's our little the guys ordered some food. But anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, he's like all the parts of are really cool.
I don't like the mouth.
I don't either, especially because, and you know what? I'm not afraid to admit this. I like when they're really cute or like kind of cool, and he's kind of just like scary and weird.
Fair
So,
enough.
I think it's really a cool Pokemon, but he's not one of my favorites.
No.
Especially when you think about his like face being, I don't know, it's just kind of like jumbled around to me.
Yeah. Legit. Well, this guy also has a Mega Evolution.
I haven't seen this. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
So, like a actual beetle, his back opens up and there are wings inside.
Just gonna say, like, the hard shell wings open up to show the soft wings underneath, which is awesome.
He appears to have, well, like, I don't know, like, there are spikes
Like,
going
so
through the.
angry.
He's really angry. Well, he wants to kill you.
Definitely.
The spikes are coming up through the shell in a way that doesn't make sense to me.
No, and I'm trying to imagine if they closed, the spikes would be going
Sideways.
out. Yeah. So maybe it's like to defend his side.
Well, I honestly think that if this guy were calm enough to close the shell, then he wouldn't be Mega anymore.
Right. So he's like in a perpetual state of anger, open wings.
Yeah, like he doesn't even have
Like,
legs that he can stand on. They turned
I
into.
was just gonna say his feet don't even look like they can support him. They're like weird stools. I don't know.
And also on his arms, I don't like these things on his arms.
Yes. In a movie, I think those would be guns.
Yes.
But this is not a movie.
I wonder if they designed them as guns and then they said, no, you can't put guns on him.
Put guns on Pokemon.
We already
But,
put a gun on someone else.
like, you know how a lot of like beetles have those? They have even more big, crazy stuff coming out of them, like horns and whatever. So they just have some on their legs too, I guess, in this situation.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't like how the face is like, he's like one body segment, like just one round almond.
I'm actually seeing him now as just the almond without anything attached.
Mega almond.
Just an angry egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of eggs, we'll have to talk about Execute later, but not right now.
Well, we can't because he's not a bug.
I know. Another time.
I think that is the last bug in Gen 1.
Okay. Cool.
I have the first or the bugs of Gen 2 here. If you feel like you're ready to talk about them.
Yeah, let's do it. I won't know as much about them, but that's kind of fun for me.
Okay, so these are Caroline's very first impressions of the bug Pokemon of Generation 2. So, this is Ladybug.
6 legs! Woo!
Yeah. This guy apparently is known as the 5-star Pokemon.
That's his name?
Well, that's its, like, category.
Oh. Why is it that?
I asked this on Twitter last night, and someone said because it has 5 spots on his back.
Oh, well, that's actually how you identify different ladybug species.
Okay.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. Like, there's like the 2-spot and the 7-spotted ladybug, like stuff like that. Wow. So that's actually kind of cool.
Okay. 6 legs, like, as just a cute version of a ladybug.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a sticker that like one of my second graders would give me of like a ladybug.
Uh-huh.
A Valentine's Day ladybug.
Yeah, you should give a sticker of this guy to your second graders.
I should. You know what though? For Valentine's Day, one of my second graders gave me a temporary tattoo of a Jigglypuff, and I'm really excited to put it on me somewhere.
Nice.
Probably my bicep.
Nice.
This weekend. So stay tuned to my Twitter followers. I will post a picture.
Well, don't say that on this video because this is going out to all the people who can't follow you.
Well, I'll just block them.
Okay.
But whatever.
Okay. Just for the listener, Caroline actually hates you.
I do.
Yeah. And she doesn't want you to follow her on Twitter because you're bad? Her words, not mine.
Such a negative person over here. But anyway, what does this bad boy evolve into?
It does evolve into this guy.
Oh, he looks like a astronaut version.
Yeah.
Little space explorer. He's got little booties on.
I do like how they stuck with 6 legs, but 2 sets are arms.
I like that too, actually. And they again have, I mean, the last one didn't have his wings open, but this one again has the hard shell wings with the soft wings underneath.
Yeah.
And 2 antennas.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
This is
not very grippy feet, but again, I don't feel like these flying ones ever stop flying. So if that's the case in the Pokemon world, his feet would not need to grip onto anything.
I actually can't remember whether this is a flying type guy.
Well, he's clearly flying right now.
Good point.
I mean, he wouldn't have his, like the one before this had his wings closed, so he was on the ground. Yes, exactly.
Impossible to fly.
Their wings open. Yeah, without needing to fly. Like, have you ever held a ladybug in your hand?
I mean,
either you or any of our YouTube viewers, and like it crawls up to the top of your finger, and then it, for like a split second, like opens its wings.
Yeah.
The soft wings pop out, and then it takes off. It's not just like walking around all the time with those wings out because they're very delicate. So that's why I think it's flying.
Well, I think that when we catch these in Pokemon Go, we'll see the animation of whether it ever closes.
Wait, are they in the new update?
I think I saw this guy walking around downtown.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to catch him.
Yeah, and we'll find out. I mean, we could just look at one of the other games and see whether the shell ever closes, but...
That's true.
We'll probably wait to catch it in Pokemon Go.
Yes. I like to be surprised. But anyway.
What's next?
looks like a spider to me.
Yeah, this guy's name is Spinarak.
So I would say definitely trying to be a spider because of Iraq and spinner.
Yes.
But 6 legs.
Yep.
But in the theme of taking away one set of legs for a Pokemon animal.
Yeah, weirdly appropriate.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the insects and spiders and whatnots that have like the face or the eyes on there that mimic.
Yeah.
Something in real life, like the moth with that like skull face on it, or spiders with, you know, a weird pattern on them. It's like that little sad face is so creepy.
It's really odd.
Yeah, it's kind of like creepy-ish.
It does.
You know, a little party hat there, like the Weedle.
That's true. I think that
I'm wondering if that's going to come into the evolution of him.
In Japan, I think it's just understood that baby bugs have little horns.
Okay.
Must
I like
be.
the little the mouth is really cool.
Yeah.
The eyes are kind of dopey though.
Like
somebody on your Twitter
mm-hmm.
said something meanish. I can never tell on Twitter if they're being mean or not, so I'll just assume it wasn't mean.
Okay.
About like bugs not having pupils, or that they did have pupils.
I don't remember this. No.
And then you said I would explain everything about bug Pokemon. So to that person who said this, like, real life, you know, spiders are going to have more than just 2 eyes. And, like, a lot of insects and arachnids have compound eyes, so, like, they would not have pupils.
I remember now.
Yeah.
They were asking about Genesect.
Yes, and they said there was no pupil on the red part, so why would I think that's the eye? It's like, well, bugs don't really have pupils.
Yeah.
They have compound eyes. I mean, every species has like a different type of eye, but still, like, come on, pupils? That's like such a mammalian trait.
Well, no, like if you in the illustration of that guy, its red eyes have like 2 separate pupils in them.
Yeah, but then I would say he has 4 eyes.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think.
Well, we'll get into a detailed discussion of Genesect when we get to the 5th generation of bugs.
Deal. But my point is, he's got 2 eyes, and if he's trying to be a spider, I would have thrown a couple more in there, but it's okay.
Well, let's see what you think of what this guy evolves into.
Oh. Not what I was thinking. Evolve into. Now it looks like a weird. Did 2 of its legs just turn into wings?
Yeah, and actually, when it's animated, those legs just kind of flop around like, I've got legs on my back.
Interesting. Okay, so thinking about it, the party hat has elongated into a proper horn. But something that I noticed right away that I should have mentioned with the littler one of this is that it has 2 body parts.
Oh, yeah.
Which is accurate for a spider or an arachnid.
Mm-hmm.
And the insects have 3. So I appreciate that, but I don't know what's going on with the legs.
It's just weird and gross.
If you told me that they like buzzed like wings, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of cool. But if they just flop around, that's sort of weird. Kind of also looks like he's got, what was his name? Spinner guy?
That's Spinarak, and this is Ariados or something.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't say more about the spinner, because look at that big orange spinner.
Yeah, it does have like, it looks more like just a spike when you see it from behind. But it must be a spinner, yeah.
Yeah. I like his eyes. Like, if you've ever looked at a bug's, like a praying mantis's eyes, and you like kind of move, and
yeah.
I don't know, it just looks cool.
I think they did a good job there, and
definitely not modeled after anything, but that's okay.
Well, it's like, what if I saw a spider many years ago, and someone asked me to draw the superhero version of a spider?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, that just made me think of something I recently learned from one of my students' parents. They were talking about Chinese New Year. And you know how there's like the dragon dance that they do, and then there's the lion dance, which kind of just looks like a smaller dragon.
Okay.
And they did that like picture of a lion, which basically looks like a dragon, came from somebody who visited like Africa or something and had seen the lion and came back and described it as like this horrible beast, and like that's what they drew, and that's how it turned into the legend. Like none of them had ever seen a lion before. So this kind of looks like some sort of insect that someone tried to describe and it like turned way scarier, and it has like extra horn and an extra stinger on its butt even though it's a spider, and like weird legs flying all over, and it's stripy and crazy colors.
Yes.
Huge fangs and pupils looking right at you. It's like the folklore version of a spider.
Yes. What's next? Oh, this guy. I love this guy.
Yes. I love, okay, in my opinion, unrelated to Pokemon, the dragonfly, I think, is the most fierce and awesome predator of the insect world. So I was really hoping there'd be a Pokemon based on a dragonfly.
And I think this guy is out now in Pokemon Go.
Oh, yes, I can't wait. Eyes look really awesome.
It's got like weirdly like it looks like pilot goggles almost.
Yeah, but if you look at a real dragonfly, their compound eyes sometimes like touch in the middle.
Oh yeah?
So big. Like part of the reason dragonflies are so, I mean, have you ever even been able to get close to one? Like they're so
wouldn't want
fast,
to. They're
and
creepy.
Such fierce predators. They have like some of the best eyesight in the insect world because they just have like millions of eyes, these huge compound eyes that go like all the way around their head. So I'd say this is a pretty good cartoon version of that.
It has 6 legs. It has like definitely the weird
6 legs.
Tail. Like the segments on that tail look very true to what a dragonfly tail is.
Right, and if you take like the head and then the middle part with the wings, and then that long tail part, I would count that as 3 body parts.
Okay. So
I am curious though for the next evolution of this. Ouch, sorry. Because a dragonfly like starts its life in the water.
Oh yeah.
So it would have been cool to have like this young version of it be a water animal.
That is a good point.
This guy. That's one of the things that I think makes it such a cool predator is like when it's in the water, it's like the fiercest predator. It eats like fish and turtles, and it just is like a monster in the water.
What?
And then it hatches out and like terrorizes the sky. It's like so cool. So I think it would have been cool to have like an amphibious.
Well, geez.
Pokemon. I have a lot of opinions about the dragonfly.
Well, now I feel like we're missing out on that part of dragonfly fact.
I don't think a lot of people know that.
This guy does evolve, but I don't think the evolution is out in the new version of Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Because it was added in an even later generation, I think.
Gotcha. Oh, excuse me. So he might just be this one for now.
Yes.
In Pokemon Go.
But the thing is, this guy in the games only evolves if it knows a certain move called Ancient Power. And
that's cool.
A lot of Pokemon, like there's a weird set of Pokemon that evolve if they know this particular move, because it's like by knowing Ancient Power, you evolve into this ancient version of yourself.
Oh, cool.
So this guy is called Yanma. I don't know why. And it evolves into Yanmega, which is not a Mega Pokemon. It just has Mega in the name.
Not to be confused.
And that's this guy.
Ooh, spooky.
So like a huge, ancient, prehistoric dragonfly.
I was just going to say, like, the ancient power.
Yeah.
Like how the dragonfly's been around since the dinosaurs, basically. That's pretty deep connection.
And that's...
I don't know if they thought about that or not, but that's awesome. This guy's definitely not as cute, which is not the point, but I think he looks way fiercer. I like the wraparound eyes again. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that a lot. Added some fangs, but whatever. Dragonfly's mouth looks, but it's okay. 3 body parts, 6 legs. I like how it looks more like a dinosaur. Like it's kind of.
And I think it's way bigger.
I mean, probably have to see them side by side, but it looks meatier for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is a really cool. I actually don't like dragonflies personally. They freak me out.
Okay, I
But
understand.
I like this guy a lot.
I like dragonflies because they eat a lot of mosquitoes.
Oh, okay. I like them.
When they're in the water as nymphs, they eat the larvae of the mosquitoes, which are also in the water.
Sure.
And then when they hatch out in the air, they eat the mosquitoes in the air.
Oh, wow.
So they're literally like on double duty.
They're heroes.
You don't have to love. That's my like thing with insects. Like you don't have to love them. I understand, but gotta respect their duty in the world. They're helping. They're just trying to help you out.
But mosquitoes aren't trying to help me out.
No, but the dragonflies are.
Okay. Can I hate mosquitoes?
That's fine. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Is there anyone else? Oh, yeah.
I kind of wish that the dragonfly had 3 things. What are those called? Stages? 3.
Yeah, stages works. Sure.
Okay. I wish it had 3 stages. I wish it had a water one for the baby, and then the little dragonfly, and then the big one. I just
That'd
think it'd
be
be
cool.
cool to have a water version of it. Because I don't know, does anything else do that where it's like a water? I guess the tadpole, right?
I guess, yeah.
Sorta. Anyway, we can go to the next one.
Yes. So here's Pineco and Fortress.
Oh my goodness.
And Fortress on the right there is Bug/Steel, and I can't remember if Pineco is also a steel guy. No, Pineco is pure bug. What?
He's a pine cone.
Yes.
Why is he bug type?
Let's see what Bulbapedia has to say.
I just would have put that as a plant, but whatever.
Pineco is based on a bagworm living in a pine cone.
Oh, that's awesome. But I don't think they live in a pine cone. Like they take like little sticks and stuff and they like weave it with their little thread around them.
That's the thing. In Generation 3, there's a bagworm Pokemon that is just so like you're gonna freak out when you find out about that guy. This version is kind of just weird, and
oh, sorry, Pinecomb. Sorry, I judged you so hard.
Well, and then Fortress, according to Bulbapedia, is also supposed to be a bagworm, possibly one inhabiting a discarded shell of a horse chestnut or a walnut.
That's conveniently cut out to look like a clam.
Yes.
But it's fine. It looks like it's in a boulder.
It is so odd.
It's a little weird.
And for, I don't know, for bug fans,
yeah,
kind of leaves a lot to be desired.
Definitely. I think if they're really going bagworm on this one, I wouldn't have just slapped the eyes on there. I would have had it like coming out of the tunnel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like have the actual creature in the pine cone, not just like put eyes on a pine cone.
Well, I think when you see the other bagworm guys that we're not going to get to tonight, when you see those guys, I think you're really going to love it.
Okay.
But unfortunately, these guys are just...
Also, the bagworm, like, in real life, turns into a moth. Like...
Yeah?
It's like... So, like... Does it just stop at the bagworm? Oh, my gosh.
I'm so sad that we're not talking about those guys tonight, because...
Aww.
Well, we'll do this again. We'll get to...
Something to look forward to
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I promise I won't look on Google.
Thank you.
Bagworm Pokemon.
Oh, speaking of dudes that I have no idea what they are.
Okay. Is he a bug type?
Yes.
Oh boy. Looks like the Loch Ness Monster got stuck in a messed up egg.
Well, he's bug / rock.
He looks like a turtle, a sad, weird turtle. I don't know where they got the bug out of this. Is there a backstory?
The backstory, according to Bulbapedia, is Shuckle. His name is Shuckle.
Okay.
Shuckle.
Not
Shuckle.
But whatever.
Shuckle seems to be based on an endolith. An endolith, an organism that lives inside porous rocks or animal shells, or possibly an abalone. Is that how you pronounce abalone?
I think so.
Okay. It may also be based on scale insects, small shelled parasites that produce a sweet fluid called honeydew that attracts other insects. Shuckle may also have been based on certain varieties of mollusk, as it shares some characteristics with them, including the shell, the muscular but limp-seeming feet, the use of acids. But if it's a mollusk...
Yeah, or an endolith, I feel like I've heard that word, but like only with funguses and bacteria and stuff.
I see.
And he looks like a real critter here. Or again, like a mollusk wouldn't really have like a face like that.
And it's clear that, like, the editors of Bulbapedia can't decide what it is either.
So they're just kind of like...
They're just, like, naming things that it kind of looks like, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder if his head is supposed to pop out of those other tubes.
Oh, like he's looking around?
Yeah, do you think it does?
Maybe.
That would be kind of cool. That would be its one redeeming quality, if it could, like, go in there and then come out of a different hole.
Like a weird, squishy turtle?
Yeah, but I mean, like, see the empty hole next to it?
Well, yeah.
Like, what if there and came out of that?
It'd be fun. I like that idea.
But also, like, if it was fighting something and you didn't know where the head was going to pop out, that would be kind of a cool treat to fight someone. Or if it was, like, catching prey. I'm imagining if it was a real animal that had to, like, catch something, and you were like a little bug walking along, like an ant, and it like popped out of the hole. Yeah, like you wouldn't know where it was going to come from. So,
see,
but I kind of feel like they didn't put that much thought into it.
Well, I almost wonder if they put so much thought into it that
it backfired.
it was like, well, we could do this and we could do this, and then at the end of the day, it turned into this thing that only the guy who designed it knows what it is.
Yeah, he's probably looking at it like, nailed it. Everyone's like, bug type, really? It's in a weird egg. So, yeah.
Well, that's Shuckle. We have one more guy.
Aw. So cool.
This is Heracross.
Ooh.
And, this actually is bug fighting.
Okay. Well, look at his arms. He's ready to fight.
Well, and I think that because stag beetles like fight with their horns.
Yeah.
So
if you look at this guy's like nose thingy there.
Yeah.
Think about Pinsir.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pinsir looks like a stag beetle because he had like the two horns coming out to like pinch. Not that it would really pinch, but you know, I mean they could, but it'd be gentle. But then this guy's got that middle thing coming out like the rhinoceros beetles. But
a rhinoceros. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like a different type of beetle. I appreciate how this guy, that's what I was talking about with Pinsir. See how, I mean, he should have 3 body parts, but whatever. He has like the head and then the body.
Yeah.
I like that design. And yeah, I think the rhinoceros beetle is going to use that nose thing to fight like the other males and stuff. So it makes sense that he's a fighting type.
Yes.
Also, he's just kind of cute. Like Pinsir's just creepy, but this guy's cute.
Yes, I think that it's intended to be like the counterpart to Pinsir.
Yeah, the more cheerful, cuter, more accurate part.
The one that,
I like.
yeah. And it also gets a mega evolution, which will be the last picture we see.
Oh man. Ooh, I don't like that.
No? Look, it has a vent.
Oh, it does have a vent.
What the heck is going on?
That's creepy. I'm sorry, Steve. Go back to the other one for a second. Yeah, I like that better. I don't like it. Okay, go back to the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just.
It's so.
Ugh. Like, okay, on the first one, it almost looks like the face. He could go down on all fours, and the face would still be looking out forward.
Sure. Yeah,
and
yeah.
He could walk on all fours. And then in the next one, now he looks like Pinsir, where the face is like on the chest.
Well, and, you know, if he went on all fours, his nose would be poking into the ground.
True.
And,
right.
like, in a rhinoceros beetle, wouldn't that be on the top? That nose?
Well, it would be coming from, like that huge spike would be. It almost looks like a different species of beetle.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. Like, it just doesn't look... Like, go back to the first one, and it has that, like, really distinct shape. I feel like they lost that in the evolution, and they added, like, a head horn instead of the nose horn.
Yep.
No, I just don't like it. And he's just not as cute. I hate when the cute ones evolve into something not cute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like Bulbasaur.
Sorry.
It really, like, hurt my heart to evolve Ivysaur into the Venusaur or whatever.
Well,
he's ugly.
Do you think you'll ever have kids, Caroline?
What'd you say?
Do you think you'll ever have kids?
Maybe someday, yeah.
And will it break your heart if they grow up into, like, a teenager and it's not cute anymore?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, good life lessons for me. I evolved him. But yeah, this one's disappointing. Also, what's going on with the arms?
The arms have ballooned up.
Like, that doesn't look like it's going to help fight in any way. Unless those things are, like, heavyweights. And dash. It just
if he's trying to, like, just swing them back and forth to...
Yeah, then why does he have the head horns? Like, I don't understand.
Doesn't make any sense. And why does it have a vent?
I wish it was just a more robotic-looking version of the last one. Yeah, the vent is weird. Like, what's coming out of there?
If it gets really mad, does steam shoot out?
Maybe.
That would be cool, actually.
Seen it in action.
If they had gone more robotic with this, like if it didn't have cute eyes and the grumpy expression, and it was just like clearly a
robot version,
Destructo guy, then the arms and the horns would make a little more sense.
Or even if they put the arms, like, they would have kept the head as like another piece, and the arms were down more as shoulders. It's like the arms are lined up with the head. If the arms were down more like shoulders, I think that would look better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm gonna look. Yeah, because he has shoulders.
See, that one looks like an actual. And then all suddenly the arms are like up by its ears, like like okay, you look weird. Darn, I really liked. Oh, I'm just noticing now that he has like one big toenail.
I just saw that too. That is weird.
Super funny. Wait, how many fingernails?
2 and then 3.
I guess claws, right? But
yeah,
and then 3. Okay, but he evolved. He got another claw, whatever.
Got another claw, got a big head horn. Got like better looking antenna. Because like this guy has like sleek antennae. This guy has.
Oh yeah. Definitely,
which are cute. I get they fit with the cuteness.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish it was just like a more robotic. Also, look at this guy's arms. Like, he's got those spikes on his arms. He could like maybe slash you with those.
Yeah.
And then it just turns into balloons. Like.
I wonder if this when he grows up into a megaform. I wonder if he has like a power that makes those arms make sense.
Yeah, maybe like giant smashing things. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be nice, because otherwise they look pretty pointless.
Well, I'm afraid it's on that note that our
Uh,
investigation into bugs is over.
darn.
Yeah, it's too bad. Um,
I really just love bugs. And the bug Pokemon just are so cool.
they're pretty good.
Yeah, I really like the Dragonfly one. I think that was my favorite out of the new ones that we looked at.
This guy?
Not that guy. Yes, these two.
Okay.
I like those a lot. They were pretty cool.
Yep. So let's end on that note instead. What a cool
Right,
dinosaur
yes.
monster.
Prehistoric monsters buzzing out of the sky.
Killing you with their
Killing
fangs.
you. Yes, but in real life. So I'm actually looking at this dragonfly again. I know you're trying to end this conversation,
Oh,
but
yeah?
if any YouTube viewers are listening out there and are like, wow, look at the fangs on that dragonfly, you should go Google, like, a dragonfly eating something, because that's not really what its mouth looks like. But it's the real version of it is so cool. You might appreciate it.
I'm never going to look that up.
No, you don't have to.
I'm not gonna.
Our viewers could.
I'm just letting you know
like-
that I have to take your word for it that it's cool because I don't want it to give me nightmares.
I won't even explain it. I'll just say, go Google the dragonfly nymph, the one that's in the water. Go Google it, eating something, and you'll be like, wow, why did they give this one fangs coming out of its nose? Like, no, it's fine. Oh, and you can Google the swallowtail. You can look up a black swallowtail chrysalis, and it'll look like metapod. And I think maybe tiger swallowtail caterpillar will look like caterpie.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Caroline.
Thank you. This was so much fun, and I'm looking forward to the next generations of insect Pokemon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Whoops.